places.
Oi, oi, Nashers, you fucker. I can't believe you've done it for 10 years, man. I can't believe they've let you do it. I can't believe you've been at liberty for that long. And I can't believe you haven't got an ankle tag. But nonetheless, for setting fire to your flat or something mad while doing the show. But congratulations. I can't believe it's come all that way since, well, whenever we started in, must have been 2015 then. Bloody hell. You crazy loons. And yeah, congratulations to Frank for putting up with you. And Tony, who I think put up with you, all fucked off to Thailand. I couldn't work it out. Anyway, hope you're all well. Keep flying and keep coming and badgering me to fly as well, because I do enjoy it when I get out. All the best. Happy birthday, happy anniversary and decade and all that. See you later. So I do enjoy it.
Happy 10th birthday. Let's drone out. Massive thank you to all of you at LDO for continuing to stick with this and to produce content for the community that comes out on a weekly basis. Particular thank you to the OG team. So that's going to be Jack, Curry, Andrew/Frank and Tony for sticking with it and helping it build into what it is today. The hobby's come an awful long way in the last 10 years while the show's been running. Back 10 years ago, we were still men and women in sheds doing things with individual components. Back then, some of us were building it without flight controllers. Quadcopters were built with 7 or 8 PCBs that you had to put together, and it was like hacking the Matrix. And now we get all-in-one boards, and it's just a case of a little bit of soldering, and you can have a quad built and flying fantastically well. In fact, it's gone from that men in shed kind of environment to now a multi-billion, probably at this point, global industry. So a huge thank you to all of you at LDO and massive best wishes to all the LDO team and all the viewers for a very happy show. Many happy returns from all of us over here at Painless 360 Towers.
My God.
Hey, let's drone out. Menace here. 10 years, eh? You've really taken off. Never look back. Here's to another decade of epic flights. Menace out.
Congratulations, Let's Drone Out, on your 10-year podcast anniversary. What an incredible milestone. A decade of sharing your love of FPV with the community. Being on your podcast, not just once, but 5 times, was an honor and a joy. Every time I joined, it felt like I was catching up with old friends. The Ladies' Night episodes will always hold a special place in my heart. It's not often that I get to connect and fly with other women in this hobby. So being able to go on your show, laugh, share stories, and celebrate our passion for drones was really something special. Here are a couple of my favorite moments on LDO.
I just want to quickly talk about Mako and her father and what her dad did, and where he was stationed and things like that.
We're an Air Force family. My dad, who's no longer with us, was in the Air Force, and he was a tech sergeant, and he was a mechanic. So he worked on planes, and he worked on the SR-71. That was one of the planes he worked on, which is a pretty famous plane. It's known for being really fast, like 3 times the speed of sound. CIA basically went to Lockheed Martin and asked them to create this crazy surveillance plane. So that's what they came up with, and there are about 30 made. And my family was stationed in California at Beale Air Force Base, which is basically the home of the SR-71. So pretty much all 32 of them have been in and out of that Air Force Base. So my dad's probably climbed around on all of them. But he was a crew chief, so he was in charge of basically all the mechanics and making sure the plane ran.
Incredible. I mean, that was absolutely one of my childhood poster planes that I just absolutely obsessed over. The technology, I mean, even the way the nose cone retracted in and out of the engines to make sure that the air coming in, because it got such incredible speeds that the nose cones had to move in and out to be able to bring the speed of the air down to where it could actually combust.
SR-71 would go up so high, yet be able to take surveillance of parking lot lines, basically back in the 60s. Imagine what they really had then, right?
The lens on the camera that was ridiculous, wasn't it? That was like one of the most expensive pieces of kit on the aircraft, and it had this just insane zoom, and like as you say, you could see, read license plate numbers, and from however high they were flying. It's mad. Mako, have you got any classified info?
Can you tell us any secrets?
If I tell you, I'll
Name on
kill
board
you.
one of them. Mile High Club, baby.
Tell Jack and then kill Jack, please.
tell Jack and then kill Jack.
Yeah.
Yes, that is one. That is one very cool dad. And
That's
one-
I know. Imagine if I become a dad. What did you do? I cleaned windows for a living, son.
Oh,
45 minutes late. Go.
Yeah, what didn't help was the Roomba went off when I went out, and I've got a little cat doorstop, and it went up, and it went, I'm stuck on a cliff. And cut a long story short, the Roomba locked me out of my house. Because I opened my door, and I opened the door, and the Roomba's in the way, and then I'm too fat to fit through the door.
I think one of the last videos I saw from you, Mako, you seemed like you were flying at the children. Maybe I thought just take a class size down a bit. It's like, let's get rid of some of the troublemakers here.
Oh yeah.
They look like they're having great fun. They were going after your quad in big ways.
Greetings, folks. Apparently, Let's Drone Out is having its 10th anniversary. Congratulations, Let's Drone Out. That is an incredible effort to keep your show running every week continuously for 10 years. Just thinking about how I was involved with Let's Drone Out. I think Jack emailed me about 6 years ago, I think, asking if I wanted to have an interview or a chat or something like that. And I thought, what the hell does he want to interview me for? I know nothing about drones or quads or anything like that. So I put him off. I hoped that he would forget about it, but he came back a year later and asked again, and he has a way of convincing you to do things. And so I said, yeah, okay, I'll go on the show. Quite nervous about it because I'd seen some of the incredibly knowledgeable and technical experts that had been on the show before, and I was certainly not that. But anyway, Jack made me feel comfortable. I enjoyed my time on the show, and over the years I keep checking back in and watch a complete show occasionally. So congratulations, you've done an incredible effort. You've got your own unique laid-back, relaxed style that looks like it shouldn't last, but it has lasted very well indeed. I thought I'd try and do a multi-rotor style message for you at the end, so we'll see how we go. This is my Altus VTOL, and I am trying to get it to come over the beach, record my little sand message, try and get it to land. There's transition, there's VTOL mode. Oh, we're doing pretty well. Hope that worked. Congratulations from me, and keep up the great work. See you later.
Ended on kitties. Hello and welcome. You are listening to a live Let's Drone Out. It is the 10-year anniversary. It felt like only yesterday, me, Tony, and a few others were crammed into my bedroom, and now it has evolved even more. We are joined by, tonight, of course, my darling wife, Tony.
Ex-wife.
No, you're my wife for tonight, that's it. You can move on. You can file the divorce later.
Bonjour.
My buddy, Cole.
Howdy.
Everyone's favourite curry kitten.
Hello.
The man with moustache, Stephen.
Eat me up.
The mother G, Chris G.
In for that. Hello.
And of course, everyone's Lord and Master, Andrew/Frank, working the controls. Thank you, Frank, for sorting all this out and setting everything up.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Well done, Frank. You can't see Frank so well. It's because he's hunched over the control desk here, making everything happen.
Yeah,
I've got beer in my hand, so it's fine. It's all good.
Cole's been very helpful and handy, and he's adjusting like the camera and the exposure and everything. Thank you to everyone who submitted a birthday message. None of us have watched them other than Cole completely, and we were really touched by them. There was a slip on the controls. We're going to play the rest of the beginning, or replay the beginning later, and hopefully Peter, we can explain to our editor Peter that was supposed to be one whole clip.
Yeah, and now everybody knows because you told them.
Yeah. So I can't believe I'm incredibly touched. It's been a hell of a journey.
Well done, Jack.
You've been touched. I know. Thank you guys. I never thought, we've got some of the original crew, just me and you. No more Nico. No Jay. No. We were hoping to get a message from Clint, but Clint's not getting better. We miss you, Andy RC.
We do.
NJ Tech, we miss you.
Yeah.
Tailspin, thank you for being in the chat first. Fossil Stuff, you've been a legend. Without you, we would have struggled without Mixer. Failsafe, thank you. Digby Dan, thank you, mate. I hope you've got hot water. Screen Kid, Audio Geek, Caroline Tyler, Richard Warwick.
In the chat.
Hello, chat. Oh, yeah, the Blue Owl, of course. Catch 22, Ben Scarborough, thank you. Let's welcome in the chat. We're getting loads of happy birthday messages. Pippa's watching. Are you glad to get Curry Kitten back at last? Have your Thursdays back?
I don't think they were this week. They've gone off to watch some horrendous romantic paint show type thing, of which there are many.
So me, Frank and Cole were out flying most of today. Chris G joined us towards the very end. Stephen met us on our second spot. Frank, where were we flying?
So in
Merry England.
We were flying in Merry England, very merry England. Yeah. So we
see the jet lag's worn off.
That's the first weird look that we've got so far. I just want to point that out.
We started off the day at Staunton Country Park, and actually, it was more Havant Thicket. We walked through Staunton Country Park and decided that there were too many people, children particularly.
Yes.
I haven't been there before.
You have now. And then we went to almost the coast. I mean, it's sort of a lake, sort of an inland saltwater lake, and flew around a bit of green space there that thankfully Chris G managed to find us.
I tried to dive a tower. It was very, very crowded. Diving was challenging. We all walked out of it with our quads in one piece, except for a couple of props, which is quite a good result considering the location. So ended on a high note.
Yeah,
I've done an LED board.
Oh, did you kill it?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
I might have a go at trying to bring that back.
Very, very scenic, but very dense foliage, which made any approach kind of challenging. And you could kind of go into this tower and technically go down and dive out the tower, except you were then going exceedingly fast into dense foliage or people.
Yeah.
Neither of which were great at stopping quads.
Yeah, I generally let everybody else go first, and I just kept hearing bang, crash. It was like the old Batman, with pow. So yeah, I basically just was taking it to a very chill place. I did the scenic route, yes, and let everybody else break things.
I had one quad with an 03 on it, and I thought, this is going to be great for some visuals of the tower. Hadn't realised that I'd got a fixed lens adapter for the camera set at 45 degrees, which probably wasn't the right move for that kind of flying. It was a little bit challenging.
Yep. Quite the angle there.
Yeah, all in one piece at the end, apart from Jack's props.
Yeah. I gave it a good go. That's all I can say.
You said that you didn't actually see the inside of the tower. The VTX blacked out, and you just tried to go forward at the right time.
It was more like the sort of dynamic range of the camera, adjusting from like daylight into darkness.
So it's like one of those signals where someone flashes a light, and on the third flash you've got to respond.
Takes too long, doesn't it?
I was looking at the side of it when he came in through one of the windows, and I just saw this quad kind of going slightly forward, but very, very low. And I thought, that's not going to go well. I mean, it was kind of a wet thud noise.
Oh, what about his famous takeoff?
That was just Jack.
He took off into a tree, like aggressive punch out directly into the tree canopy to start with.
Yeah.
That was the first pack.
Always remember to look up.
Yeah.
We've all done that, Jack.
Yeah. You nearly blended my face off, Stephen. You were pretty close.
I started to reverse a little bit.
Yeah.
Turns out, 45 degrees, not the right angle for proximity flying. It's not correct.
What's a few props in the face between friends? So it's all right. You didn't hit me. That's the main thing. Frank, are you all right? Are you suffering?
No, I'm good. I'm just now settled enough, confident enough that we are actually treating.
Oh, and I finally dug out my old analog quads as well. A digital kind of highfalutin, sneering person for a while. I dug out the old analog quads and flew, I think, the first proper quad that I had, which is a QAV 105, and a Nameless RC Leader 2.5 as well. Both quite a lot of fun to fly, although going back to FR Sky on the QAV 105, I flew around myself in tight circles and went, well, that's good enough. And I put it down and said, thank goodness it didn't fail safe on me.
The key is not to fly digital and then fly analog straight after, because then you just think your camera's broke.
Or you just kind of punch out and you're like, well, something's not quite right, and you realise, I am that far away from myself, or I am behind this thing. Like, we were freely flying around behind this giant masonry tower, and I'm like, yeah, it's fine, this is a great place to fly. And then Jack's like, yeah, I don't actually have signal. No signal at all.
That's great.
We should mention we also flew together on Saturday.
Yeah, we were at Hidden
Valley, where we encountered Farm Kid William, who's
yes,
a new level of dangerous.
The indomitable Farm Kid.
Who likes to charge about on quad bikes with no helmet on and no brakes. But that was fun to chase him. On my footage, I've got him, and I've got all these quads going dipping around. And Cole tried to do some long range, and his first attempt was about 70 metres. Because someone accidentally had his model set to whoop.
Oh, that's right. And I was in angle mode, and I said, what is happening? I'm like, I didn't even know how to fly it properly. I was like,
you could literally see the quad was just like...
Well, yeah. So the lesson learned was check your model before you take off. That is very important.
I bet you felt rusty, Tony.
2 years it was.
Who's rusty?
I saw Tony's video. It looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Tony flew like he was a tin man. That's how rusty he was.
I managed to put something quickly together from the footage from Saturday. I did actually enjoy it, and I'm glad we got a few of my quads working again.
Yeah.
I literally...
You mean Jack?
Jack.
You got your nice the Fossils quad, the 7-inch, the Tomahawk.
Got the long range up and running.
Beta flight's come a long way.
Yeah, I didn't even recognise it. It all looked different.
And it's got GPS rescue, so you'll get back to yourself. I think the latest has the land and loiter.
Position hold, yeah.
Yeah.
So it can hold at a specific height if you want to just scoot around and get panoramic footage, or you can do like, screw this, I need to just take a break and position hold it.
That's nice. That'd be nice. Because you always get an itch, don't you? When you do
exactly. Yeah. I've been standing wearing the goggles for 15 minutes. And
Is it out of beta yet, or is it still in beta?
It's this weird thing with beta flight where they don't release very often. And features have been in the code base for quite a long time at this point. If you look at the distance between, like, where 4.5, which is technically the current stable, and what the code base is now, it's a lot of these features have been out and been tested very well. So yeah, I probably just fly the main branch now.
So it's not been released, and it's not even
it's available. You can flash it. Yeah. I mean, what's a release candidate? It's just an arbitrary
Oh yeah, they've just decided that's going to be it. But yeah, interesting that. Why not?
I think they're just gun shy about releases. A lot of people get that, like, they want it to be perfect, you know.
Are there
Everything
more
has to be
pictures they're
perfect.
trying to put in before the release?
I'm not paying so close attention these days, but yeah, I was flying just the latest development build from 4.3 onwards, and everyone takes a great deal of care in that code base. If there's any whiff of danger, all hands on deck, everyone starts fighting to lock it down. So yeah, I don't have any qualms with just flying the development branch.
Because you were on Emu Fly.
Oh yeah.
What plumes did you get that from?
The Emu devs are now on really good terms with the Beta Flight devs as well. Yeah.
Well, I just swapped it to Emu because it was.
Emu still.
I think they had just a 7-inch setup, which was really just worked.
Nice.
So and I posted that video and I got some nice comments from people I haven't really spoke to or seen for a few years, and people were saying, "I've done the same as you, Tony. I haven't flown for years and years and years, and now I'm flying again, enjoying myself. Nice to see you fly again." So I had some nice comments.
Get back in the fold, mate.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Get
a break
on the
is
horse.
needed, though.
It all still works, and Jack did try and improve your software a little bit, but I think you're finally getting to the point where everything works again. So.
It does.
Yeah.
I literally blew dust off my Tranus. That thing's 10 years old, the same as this show.
Wow.
So
I blew dust off my analog goggles today.
Yeah, you should have seen him
Except
try and
that-
use them. He had no idea.
What? How do I change channel? Oh my god! What button does? Oh, so every menu comes up, you know, except for the one that actually changes the channel. I was just getting brightness, contrast, input selection, steadiness. Just couldn't find the channel selection at all. It took me like 5 minutes to find the button.
It was how I imagined them trying to first decipher the Rosetta Stone. That's the only way I can describe it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we've got the Wing Champion winner racer, Chris G. You want to tell us about your weekend?
Hey, I'm hiding. Got to hide the rank. And His Majesty. A bit further back, I'll just go. I'll take in here a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
So,
perfect.
You want longer headphones?
So, this weekend just gone, I went up to Valleys, Happy Flyers, in Wales. I think it was the third wing race organised there now. Second one that I've been to. And it's always a good time up there. The club's it's a model flying club, and they're very welcoming. They bring round cakes. Sometimes they have a barbecue and make us feel very welcome.
Nice.
It's a nice setup. Field's quite small, but there's no obstructions around it, so you can extend right out over the trees and the brush and everything. On the Saturday, the wind was really high, and we still raced, but it was gusting about 30 mile an hour.
yeah, it was very windy.
So the track was designed accordingly. We had the big purple gate, so a marathon gate, I think. And then we had like a row of flags, which we do like a 180 and go down those flags. And we do an Immelman turn after that, and then fly over the trees, which adds a little bit of risk. And one person did get their wing stuck in the tree. I'm not sure if we've got that back yet. We did try, but it was literally right at the top of the tree. We might have to send a drone rescue mission after that. But yeah, on the Sunday it was much calmer, and we just bashed out a load of racing all day. But it's quite nice on the fixed wing racing, because it's not as intense as the quad racing. Like you do a heat, it's about 2 minutes long, just like it is in a quad race. The format is similar, except that you get scored on total number of laps rather than hot laps. But then we just have fun flying in between, and then the club members are flying their stuff, and then we race again, and it's a good time. So highly recommend it to anyone who's of a fixed wing persuasion, or even anyone who isn't. It's quite easy to get into.
I've ordered you a new shirt that says Analog Traitor. You dissed the psychedelic camera for
I had it with
HD0.
me. I had it. It was my spare.
They weren't in the plane.
I knew you'd be disappointed by
I
that.
know.
But, you know,
Deeply.
Sorry, I just had to do what I had to do.
Oh, man. Yeah. And do you want to tell them about your other wing that you made, purpose-built, but the Striker reign supreme?
The one that I have a way of describing that I won't mention on this podcast.
No, you can. We've got an editor. It's fine.
It's it's a Zaggy, but it's not an original Zaggy. It's like one of those foam core ones that you can get on eBay. So it's like pink insulation foam stuff. So, and I reinforced it with an ungodly amount of carbon. I mean, like the spar is all the way through the wing. Like it just comes out the top, basically. So it's incredibly pink and rigid wing.
So someone just like hot wire cut it at home and sent it on eBay.
Yeah. Apparently, there's quite a lot of them on sale now. Because as soon as I showed it to the guys there, they were like, "Oh yeah, it's one of those eBay ones." It was the only one that I'd seen on eBay. I was like, "Oh, trying to get a unique platform here, but obviously not." But yeah, anyway, I test flew it before. It seemed to fly really well. It's a bit faster than the Striker. It was quite waggly to begin with, but then I landed and literally all I did different was take the battery wire down a bit more, and then it flew way better. So I was like, okay, I'm going to race this. But then when I turned up at the race, it just didn't want to know. Like, it would just go off in random directions, and it was no good at all. So switched back to the trusty Striker and
took first place.
I mean, I've had that plane since I was 14.
Oh.
The same plane. It's just got a lot more tape on it now. It was.
And you who for?
Yeah. It was. I call it NIME, but everyone goes after me for saying NIME. Nickel metal hydride battery to begin with, and a brushed 480 motor. With a flux ring on it for more power.
Capacitor.
Just a metal ring. Yeah. And then just over the years, it's been slowly upgraded until now it's a racer. And Brady and some of the guys who organised the race, shout out to them. They were suggesting that we might change up the format a bit next time, just to make things a bit more interesting. My suggestion is everyone fly Striker.
Yeah, sounds like a good plane.
It's not a very practical suggestion though, because you just cannot get them for love nor money anymore.
So you should start doing kits and selling them on eBay out of an insulation foam.
Well, this is the thing. Like, I want to scan it or something, like just to get exactly the geometry of that airframe. Because there's something about that airframe that just works. Even all the other versions of the Striker that came out afterwards, they're just not the same. So I had one.
You need Frank's old job to scan it in, get the old dusting powder out.
Yeah. I want to know what it is about it that makes it fly so good, but it'd be good if I could make something that...
Do you wire cut your own stuff?
I want to start doing that. I have the means to do it, but I haven't done it yet.
Sounds like you know the first candidate.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was a good time. So thanks again to Matt and Brady for organising that, and on to the next one.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Zero better be in this chat at some point, or I'm going to be deeply upset.
You will be one.
I know. You were here at the beginning. Where are you now?
I see my new wife's in the chat. Hi, Fiona.
Shame that he has
Jack's jealous.
But good wishes to you, Andy. You're the one that made me start watching the show, so thank you very much.
It's your fault.
Your fault. Stuck with these idiots now, and you buggered off.
So did we hear the actual drone news today?
No. Carry on.
This is anti-gravity. Anti-gravity formed from Insta360 basically funded them, and they have released a teaser of their drone, which is, imagine like a Mavic style drone, like the new smaller ones. And what you've got, if this was the drone, you've got a lens here and a lens here. So it's essentially like an X5, and then you've got front-facing cameras so you can see what's happening. And then the drone becomes like a selfie stick, so it completely disappears. The idea being you can film it, you can obviously do your 360 stuff, but they've also released their own goggles.
Yeah.
So this company has presumably come up with their own HD wireless system.
Wow.
So what you can do in the goggles as you're flying it, is virtually look around while the drone is going
Excellent.
in a straight line.
Yes.
Wow. Very interesting.
Was doing something like that a couple of years ago, Tommy? Yeah.
He may have been, yeah, because there's been the facility in DJI drones to look around.
Yeah, but it was specifically about there was an Insta360 camera that people were mounting at the front of the drone, and they did it so it was very thin.
Stop touching it, Jack.
And then they were managing to get it so the props and everything vanished, and you had lens top and bottom, and you could do this kind of post-editing where you'd pan around the footage after you flew the flight.
Yeah, you can certainly do that. I don't know if they managed to get it. Did they get it mounted in the exact way where the drone?
Yeah, it was specifically designed. They used a specific battery pack, and they got it so that the entire drone was thinner than the thickness of the camera. So one lens was completely above the top face of the drone, and the other lens is completely below the bottom face of the drone. And
I think I've seen that.
Because the entire drone is between the two lenses, you can't see the drone.
Yeah, it's in the dead zone.
Yeah,
That's essentially what it is. Of course, with the opportunity to do things in real time, and I would guess it's a slightly better one now because the X5 is 8K, but that's 8K is the complete two cameras. So you have to obviously stitch that together, and then when you're framing it up, it obviously comes down a bit, so less pixels. But it's not out yet. But if you have a look on YouTube, aside from Anti-Gravity's own stuff, there's a couple of like influencer types.
Potato Jet.
One of the Potato Jet's got it.
Yep.
So he was showing some stuff. He was going over watching people do like bike jumps and stuff. So instead of filming it, he was essentially just parking his drone there much of the time, and then going, "Oh, look at this," and then doing everything in post.
Yeah.
Which you can easily do.
Great
Of course.
freedom.
It's cool. It's like I want to get the angle right, so I just fly just generally in that direction, and you've got it.
But you were saying that like the goggles have a view from the 360.
So you've got the option to look around. It was quite interesting. They look a bit sort of steampunk.
Yeah.
They've got these weird circular bits, and one's got an actual active screen there, so it shows you what they're seeing inside. So instead of like, can I see this? You just look at someone and you can see what they're up to.
It's a bit like the Apple VR goggles, where
Vision. Yeah, where it
shows
sort of
you the
pretends
face
to have
behind
their
it,
face, but it's
I
just a
hope they do
picture.
manage to sell some of these though.
It's very interesting. It looks like it's quite similar to what DJI is doing, which is interesting because if they're coming up and this is their first drone, and they get into that is quite a leap. Because obviously DJI has been doing this for 20 years.
Who mentioned it again? Double A ask. That's good.
Anti-Gravity, they're called, which is like an incubator project from Insta360.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It almost looks like a skeleton, almost.
It's kind of weird looking.
Anybody see this on camera? Probably not.
So I don't know when they're supposed to be out, but I suppose we keep watching and see what happens.
Yeah. Well, interesting to have another option out there potentially. Yeah.
Yeah, because of course at the moment DJI are in big trouble because they can't
Sell
even
it
import things into the US, let alone sell them.
That's a great time for competitors to launch products.
Yeah,
though, isn't it?
and Insta is super happy
This
getting
is
into
probably the
the
opportunity they've been waiting for a long time. Sorry about the creaking. But I imagine if they had this idea like 3 years ago, they would have been like, oh, DJI is just going to flatten us. But now, when everyone's thinking, well, the prices are going up on DJI kit, it may be completely banned soon. Now is the time to consider, like, I've been using this brand for X years, but let's look at alternatives. Let's hedge some bets.
That's it. Do you think
innovation?
GoPro there saying, where's that old warehouse full of old cars?
Yeah.
Maybe we should get them out. See if
I think they're too busy jerking off and you know, having parties and having a great old time.
I don't know why. Stop your batteries overheating. Stop being crap.
All views are personal, and
All
they
views
not.
are personal, but if any other people have an up-to-date GoPro and it doesn't overheat, then you've got like a winner
a
there.
special one, yeah.
I think everybody else is knackered.
I had a great experience with the Insta360s, but for what it's worth, like I had one of those little decased ones that Beta FPV sold for a while. We had to put a 5-volt power input to it. It was very, very light. It survived a couple of tumbles without getting smashed to pieces. It did a really great job of capturing HDR because it had a random sensor on it. And really good at doing post-processed image stabilization as well. Like before Gyroflow came out, there was like a phone app where you could take the footage and stabilize it afterwards and choose how stabilized you wanted it to be.
Yep.
And then you could just upload directly to YouTube from the phone. And yeah, I used that a number of times with pretty good results.
And they've done some really nice stuff, like their latest 360 camera. You can now change the lens on them and stuff. Unlike the DJI new one.
On this quad, because one of the problems you've got, of course, if you've got this big dome lens each side, you don't want to land on it. So as it comes into land, it's got these little flick out legs that come.
Yeah, yeah, little landing gear.
I know. What an interesting idea. But yeah, you need to be able to change the lenses because one little scratch on those, you will see it in all angles as you're panning around.
It lands on the brambles and some gorses.
Yeah.
I do remember it was challenging when you were, because you've got the two lenses and they're not right next to each other, there's inevitably a little bit of a seam because physics, right? And it was challenging if the subject would stay on that seam line, you'd get some weird optical artifacting, but for the most part, it was a really neat idea.
I found in the air, I found the seam really easy to get rid of, and it's just walking on. The only problems I've had with it is underwater, but that's because it's not consistent water. It's not like air. It's just it can change, so you can pick up a seam line there quite easily. But pretty good, yeah. I would certainly buy it for my next action camera instead of a GoPro.
Yeah.
This is not anti-GoPro, but I am now anti-GoPro.
But having a bit of variety doesn't hurt, right? So you've got to give other people a chance, because otherwise everyone just gets lazy.
Yeah, all we've got right now is DJI in the sort of the camera drone type space, so we need some more.
Yeah. Those goggles do look cool, right?
They do look really cool.
Yeah, it's weird, but cool.
Yeah. I wonder if you can put an HDMI input into them and use them for anything else.
Need an output so you can share footage.
Yeah.
Because right now it feels like if you want good HDMI goggles, it's like HD0 or HD0.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, solid choices.
That is the only goggle I know of that records by HDMI in as well.
Oh wow!
It's got HDMI in and HDMI out.
Yeah,
which is really nice.
Which everyone else swore up and down. Oh, you can't do both. You can't do it. What they are actually saying is we are too lazy or cheap to do both.
Yeah,
and you could absolutely do both, but we chose not to.
You two with the HD0 goggles, the HD0 2 goggles are been out for a while now.
Yeah, I only just heard about them the other day.
As far as I can tell, they've just got an analog receiver built in.
Yeah, with a bit of image repair, I think.
Yeah.
But that's a really good addition because I don't have the analog receiver at the moment, and that's one shortcoming of them.
It's like a tumour, isn't it, on the original one with that module?
Yeah, Paul Stephen didn't know what was going on when he was using my goggles. He's like, what's happening here? He's just smudging all the things and going to the menu.
He's got that issue with
analog goggles.
Because you've got that thing hanging off the front on a rail, and I'm like, surely you can control it. No, you can't.
No, of course not.
Because I've got the Sky Zones, and everything's just through the main menu. So I thought the HD0 would control through the main menu.
Maybe it would do something very, very good, which I think you had this problem when you were looking at my goggles. In the original HD0, if you've got an analog module in there and it says, we've detected something in the module, and you go to look at it, and it's, for example, a PAL image, but you're in NTSC, it will show you a white screen. So you have to go back into that menu, change it over to NTSC, and go back out again before it works. If it did sort of automatic, I will detect the signal and show it to you. That would be quite good. Perhaps they do that on number 2.
It took me ages to figure that one out when it first happened. So it's broken. Send it back to China.
Christy's forever turning it off and back on again, hoping it will resolve itself.
That's the way I fix most of the things in my job. So why not?
Everything.
Why not the goggles too?
Mr. Fake Drone Builder over here. You poor sod.
That's what I do these days.
Yeah, I certainly give the HD0 module a chance. I've been using that Sky Zone one, and everyone would say, if you're not using Rapid Fire or the TBS
Fusion,
then you're not getting the best. But I've had no complaints at all. I've flown that thing, and I think Bardwell and that have done reviews on it. And if you really push it to the point where it's just breaking down, you can see a small difference. But 95% of the time, it's just identical. It works well, and you've got the ability to go through a goggles menu without another big lump that you've got to manage separately. It's convenient.
It is getting dark, isn't it? I was like, what the hell? I can't see anything. The sunglasses indoors.
Too cool.
Right, so it's been another week. You've been here.
Yes.
You've discovered more food. You almost started drinking our beer, which is a bit weird.
Yes.
Yeah. How are you coping? You're flying better with us. Are you getting used to flying with people now? You're going to be so lonely when you go to fly on your own again.
Which question do I answer?
I don't know.
Question number 1: are you going native?
Yes.
Am I what?
Going naked.
Oh,
Native.
what is that?
Calm down, Tone.
What do you mean? Am I going native?
Oh, are you becoming British?
I'm
Yes,
I'm going kebab. I'm turning into a kebab.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes, because I've been eating lots of kebab here.
Yeah, we do get a lot of that.
It's very good.
Sorry?
Kebab. Kebab.
Kebab. Oh, no.
Kebab.
Somehow.
Kebab.
Tomato,
something different
tomato,
to the-
tomato.
To the Canadian shawarma or whatever you have.
Yeah.
There's some like subtleties there.
There's something in it.
Are you missing beaver tails and moosehead beer?
I don't know if I've ever had a beaver tail.
And that's so Canadian, eh?
Yeah, I do, bruv. Yeah, I don't know. I am slowly turning into a British man. I didn't know if you noticed, but I
At
am.
least you've got a deadline.
Do you drink tea now?
I do drink tea in the morning
No,
really?
with my lads.
Really?
I
Yes,
thought it was coffee.
I did have a coffee too, Jack.
Okay.
Yeah. What was the other question?
Is it because I'm not awake when
Will
your
you be
tea
able to
drinking
fly on your
happens?
own, or are you going to have to find a group of people to fly with?
You're going to get lonely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Sure.
Are you going to find a flying club?
no.
Flying club. I don't think
Pull
that
those socks up, you know.
Well,
Go for it.
I think that there are some that are within about an hour's drive of me, but I do think it's very socks and sandalies of you guys. I asked someone before if they knew what socks and sandals meant in Canada, and they said, "What the hell are you talking about?"
I think that's a response to in most of the UK as well. I think
Yeah.
that's specifically an
They
LDO
would
phrase.
even answer it wearing their socks and sandals, not understanding the irony of the situation.
I think it's actually something that Tony made up. Because he noticed it and went, what the fuck is all these socks and sandals about?
The irony
Right.
is it's now looped round and you see like 16, 17-year-old kids wearing socks and sandals. It's no
Can
no
I
longer
confess?
just retired
It's
guys.
comfortable.
Oh, no. No.
When I was in the Philippines, I wore socks and sandals.
I've been wearing socks and sandals. And
I don't want to sit next to him anymore.
It's the thing.
Move over, Curry.
Wait,
They weren't white though, or were they? They could have been
Did you
white.
join any flying clubs in the Philippines?
No.
No.
Yeah, it was only one day.
Time. But you've got
Only
your
one
credentials
day?
firmly
Wow.
in place.
In the Philippines?
No, wearing the socks and sandals.
Oh.
he
Let's say.
realized he
A lot of
was
flying for one day.
No.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a month out there.
Oh.
It was great.
So you didn't just go over there so that you could wear socks and sandals.
No,
I mean, that's
Little
dedication.
Coco looks fascinated with Jack.
she's,
Tony's got
I
a
know,
little-
I
little
know,
coat
she's
on
a bit
lap
funny
today.
to.
I think it's my animalistic musk.
Yeah. she's got a whip with a musk.
So, important question. When we were out on Saturday, I think everybody had a go flying the tricopter. And Monday, what happened to the tricopter?
Ah, shit.
Oh,
Have we got to talk about that?
Yes.
Or something.
Tony got inside the tricopter. That's the only real way to put it.
Right up there.
I know that's right.
Tony.
Well, no. What happened was everybody got a chance to fly the tricopter.
I didn't.
Well,
So I was going to try to fly it on top of my drone.
yeah.
Tony gave it what might be described as a love tap.
Yeah,
While
I mean,
holding
it was just one prop.
I had roughly 11 seconds of flight time on this tricopter, and all of a sudden, a wild Tony appeared.
Tony had a dementia moment where he didn't know where he was.
Tony made a very good case for flying a modern carbon fibre frame quadcopter
Yes.
by smashing it into a tricopter and sustaining a tiny amount of damage, whereas the tricopter flew into pieces.
Yeah.
It literally broke to bits. It only hit one prop.
I know, it just...
He was still flying. He didn't even
Yeah.
land. He was just like, what was that? The tricopter had disassembled.
I literally didn't see it though. I flew out. Someone was saying where it is, and I just turned.
Yeah, I said, it's on the track.
I
Then
flew to
you...
the track, turned, and then that was it. It was
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
over.
because that's where the tricopter was, on the track.
Yeah, but there's
Look
quite
at the
a big
track, don't
track.
fly
And I'll
on
wager
the
that
track.
Tony flying with like 3 inches missing from the end of one of his props probably had better picture quality than Cole did.
Oh, he's on HD, you know, it's fine.
Less vibration.
The tricopter was just like trying to like.
I can still see the blades of grass.
I mean, Chris G tuned it. It's the only reason it can actually fly properly.
It's very, very stable because I was flying
Oh, yeah.
on the site and
Yeah.
didn't realise it was
Well, so long as you didn't try any of your moves, because it would be like that way a bit, that way a bit, that way a bit,
It
that way a bit,
looks
that way a
very
bit.
smooth line of sight. It's just when you put the goggles on, you're like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
It kind of hunts for position. It goes somewhere and then it goes back a bit, and then it goes, wait a minute, let's go a bit further. Now let's go back a bit.
See, I never got to experience that. I only got to experience take off, go in one direction and turn, and then
Tony here.
And then Tony.
Sorry.
I did a few flips and rolls.
It's been
and,
2
and
years.
It did in the air, but the bounce back was shocking at the end. You do like a flip and it would go whoomp, whoomp, and it would go fully like
Submit your complaint.
the stop point and then level out.
Submit your complaints to Chris G.
It is a tricopter. It is not a quad.
Yeah.
It flies well if you fly it well.
Yeah.
The last development.
It's trying its
so
best.
thin, so loosely attached
Yeah.
as well. Like, there's a lot of vibration.
Well, I mean, they're the only bit that stayed on the tricopter after he got hold of it. The trouble is, tricopters were last developed. When did your ancestors all pass away and then you ruled the kingdom?
Shut up.
2014.
AD? Yeah, something like that.
Elon bit.
It was interesting. I mean, it got up in the air. We didn't have to fuss with it too much, but you know, aerodynamically, it goes from A to B. It doesn't do fancy stuff.
Even Will flew it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mind you, I've seen David Winstill flying quite well.
He's competent. No offense, Chris G. We bring your intelligence down. You're more stupider from being at this table.
Hit your red
compared
neck.
to David.
Yeah.
That's true. Even David Winterstill's original one made out of like helicopter gyros flew nicer.
Yeah, it was made of wood. It absorbed the jiggliness.
Yeah.
I think you got to fly around that. You know, there's certain quads that I know
I think the
fly
rates
that
are
you
too
can-
high on
Well,
it.
and also GoPro footage covers a multitude of sins. Hyperspeed.
Oh, yeah,
music, height on that.
I don't know. That wasn't a thing back when tricopters were around.
Hey, you had live
It
pictures.
was like
Yeah,
Hero,
that's it.
Hero
GoPro
2.
Hero 3 was
Yeah, Hero
black
2, Hero
was the
3.
best you got.
And that didn't have any stabilisation.
No.
Yeah, but you'd have your little foam balls, wouldn't you? Everyone with the little foam balls.
Old earplugs over
Oh,
it.
yeah, like 40 pairs stuck into my one.
Mm.
I'm serious, it looks like a little lunar landscape underneath it. That's my little special
Cushioning.
plate. I've got my cushion.
I loved the little video of you and Sophie chasing the cat.
We didn't need to chase. The cat was chasing us first. We turned tables.
That was a very low light camera you were testing out.
Yeah, it
there.
was so low light it was unusable in anything utter dark.
Like you were staring at the sun just going through any part of
Why
daylight.
is everything purple?
It's more than 2 photons, so you can't see anything.
Yeah, that's it.
No IR filter at all. Just
No. Well, you saw like the weird Matrix sort of auto scan that Sophie's mobile phone was trying to autofocus on nothing.
That was fun. I was like,
Yeah.
That's cool.
Last time I've seen that, it was the Xbox with the Kinect.
The Kinect, it pulls out the whole grid, doesn't it?
And his little mate there was trying to find ghosts with it or something. Is he still under your stairs?
No idea.
When's the last time you fed it?
3-4 years ago.
Oh well.
Probably dead.
Danny, you've been watching this. Hopefully, you're pissing yourself laughing. But you've got a life, mate. Maybe if you've escaped, you may just chew through the wires and dig yourself out.
Probably dead.
Well, I did have a
Take you to
question.
the woods.
I have a question for Jack and maybe some other people at the round table here.
Yeah.
Over the past 10 years of Let's Drone Out, what has been some of the most memorable times that you've had? I just derailed your conversation, but I figured since we're getting close to the
That's
end,
quite good.
it might be a good thing to talk about.
Yeah. Well, obviously, like meeting all you guys, flying with everyone. One of my favourite things was we were at Western Park or something, and people were shouting at us like,
Yeah.
"Fucking idiots on LDO, wankers."
They carry on.
Yeah.
We love it, really.
That was good. yeah, like, I mean, all the flying that we've done together has been awesome. Interviewing people that you kind of watch on, YouTube and getting to kind of know them a bit better. Any of you guys got any highlights?
Any standout stuff? Yeah.
Mine was some of the Christmas or the big episodes where we had people in the back. We had like 15 people on the show, and then still people wanting to come on in the background. That sort of thing.
Dressing up as your mate was so funny.
That was
You as
really
David
funny.
and me as.
That was funny.
What was I? I was Andy RC, I think.
I think I done a podcast from the bar once.
Good.
I remember
Final glide on,
Showing
getting
toes.
naked.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was so funny.
But a memorable trip was when we went to Wales.
Oh,
and we all
yeah.
bought belly boots and things like that. Broke down and crashed the car and
And then me pretending to be someone else and asking Wyn Davis whilst he's flying, how high does that go, mate?
Yeah.
And he takes off his car and goes, oh, you fucking idiot.
but the best thing is the friendship.
Yeah.
Because I never thought I'd hang out with nerds. No, it's friendship for me, friendship.
Yeah.
The FPV friendship, like actually having mates.
Summer's Pond.
Yeah.
Summer's Pond.
Pond where, like, us
Valley.
three got together, yeah.
Western Park.
Yeah.
I mean, Ragley Hall, even though we...
I was praying for death.
So this was the British Championships drone racing. It was the 1st of October, and it was like a camping over type situation. And turns out the camping weather, the weather in October in the UK is not always ideal for camping.
No.
To the point where we had like a rota of people coming to sit in the car that I was in that we had heated up. And so we were like taking turns to sit in the warm car. And we just had like 5 people at a time warming up, defrosting. And otherwise you're in the emergency blankets that I had in the back of the car. And we were just keeping everyone in rotation to try and keep everyone alive.
Wow.
I think people would have actually expired if you didn't have those emergency blankets. I think they would have had a real problem on their hands.
Preparation.
It was a bit cold.
I don't even think it gets that cold in Canada.
I think it probably does.
I think so.
Do you remember the Hobby King show? Where,
Oh, yeah, where we nicked their Land Rover.
That's quite memorable.
But you also ended up making a public announcement over the PA system, which I can't quite
Jack
figure
had
out
to be
how
the safety officer, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, you know it's bad when I have to. It's like this full-size aircraft, like land.
And then we because we went in to see whoever the CEO was at the time, when we came out, we just said, yeah, can we borrow the car? And he's like, I suppose so. Let's just drive around.
And then Frank had to administer first aid
Yeah.
when someone took a quad to the face.
Yeah, that was another moment. You had to be the safety officer on the microphone again.
Yeah.
You're like, can you all land, please? Because there's been an incident.
Frank's shoving gauze in someone's face, like.
And then we went looking around the big hangar of death.
Yeah.
Like the great big shipping container full of all the
old
expired batteries, yeah.
All the perfectly safe lipos, but we're not the hazard for. Can we get the banner scrolling?
It's all right. They went bust.
Did they take the batteries with them? Are they still
No, man, they're still going to
We're
be
back
there.
in business because they found this container of old batteries. Knocked down price.
B grade.
I'm sure Chris G could do something with it.
Oh yeah.
Should we play out the rest of the? Yeah, because I think we got 7 minutes. Do I do the outro? No?
Now? Maybe after?
Alright. Just replay
the first one?
Yeah.
Thanks for
Yeah, you
watching.
can just replay the first one.
Thank you so
I guess.
much.
Thank you guys. Gusto, thank you.
Yeah.
Mako, thank you for your video. MG, We love you.
We're waiting while our Lord and Master.
Happy 10th birthday, Let's Drone Out. Massive thank you to all of you at LDO for continuing to stick with this and to produce content for the community that comes out on a weekly basis. Particular thank you to the OG team. So that's going to be Jack, Curry, Andrew/Frank and Tony for sticking with it and helping it build into what it is today. The hobby's come an awful long way in the last 10 years while the show's been running. Back 10 years ago, we were still men and women in sheds doing things with individual components. Back then, some of us were building it without flight controllers. Quadcopters were built with 7 or 8 PCBs that you had to put together, and it was like hacking the matrix. And now we get all-in-one boards, and it's just a case of a little bit of soldering, and you can have a quad built and flying fantastically well. In fact, it's gone from that men in shed kind of environment to now a multi-billion, probably at this point, global industry. So a huge thank you to all of you at LDO and massive best wishes to all of the LDO team and all the viewers for a very happy show. Many happy returns from all of us over here at Painless 360 Towers.
My God, it's been 10 years. Holy shit. Happy birthday, Let's Drone Out and crew. Now make me feel old, because I remember 10 years ago. And it's been a crazy 10 years. Thank you for being awesome, trudging through. Like, LDO has been one of the few steady beats in FPV. Always there. Love tuning in, even if I don't say anything in chat. And it's one of the few podcasts that I actually get notifications for every week on my phone. So yeah, if you don't, you should notify yourself. Anyways, I love you all, and here's to another 10 years. Let's make FPV great again, or something. I don't know. Probably not the phrase I want to use right now.
Hang on. Hello. It's LDO. Little birds told me it's the 10th anniversary of LDO. Yep, brilliant. Happy anniversary. Oh, yeah, but one thing though. Don't tell Jack. No, don't do it. Don't. You know what happens? Jack, fireworks. Jack, fireworks. There's a strange combination here. Jack and fireworks. As soon as you actually mention birthday, anniversary, Christmas, Halloween, guess what comes out? Fireworks. You can actually imagine what Jack would be like in a nuclear silo. He'd be the only person walking around there. And, yep, before I can't go on, you know the last words of the universe. What's that button do? Well, Jack is the only person that walks around with a load of fireworks in his pocket, and out of nowhere, one comes. That's it. Proof. 10th anniversary. Shh, mum's the word. Just don't tell him. You know what's going to happen. It's a birthday. Any excuse. He's the only person keeping the firework companies going. Probably. And he sniffs fireworks. But that being said, the 10th anniversary, I do see you guys. I am watching you. Yep. I'm watching you. Keeping an eye on you. Yep. But not all the time. I got things to do. Electronics to blow up. I rest my case. But hope you're having fun. And I hope to see you online sometime soon. And watch you guys with all your mischief and fun and mayhem. Brilliant show. And keep it up, lads. I love you all. Fantastic. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Shout out to the whole crew, the whole Let's Drone Out crew. Happy birthday to you guys. And I wish y'all the best. I wish y'all keep doing the thing. to keep FPV alive and thriving. And I hope to see y'all soon. All right, man. Peace out.
Well, here I am at some wing racing event, and there's some Muppets around.
Are you for a safe crash now?
Keep your eye on the canopy. Oh, lovely done.
Hey.
Well, ish bish bosh, I'm watching the wings fly, and what's happening here? Eh? Some idiot drone pilots come in. Oh dear. Well, let's see what's occurring. It's supposed to be a wing racing event, and a quad pilot dropped in something. Let's have a look and see. Well, what have we here? Ah, that's what it was all about.
Happy birthday.
Hey there, it's Joshua Bardwell here to say happy birthday to Jack and all the crew at Let's Drone Out. What do you get a podcast for its birthday? A better guest? It's not me. Happy birthday, guys.
Hi guys, Carl from Martin Robotics here, and I just want to say a massive congratulations to the guys at Let's Drone Out for their 10-year anniversary. I remember coming on your show and you've made me feel very, very welcome. The community and support you have around your channel is just fantastic. There's lots to learn, lots of discussions to be had. And yeah, here's to many, many more years doing the podcast and doing YouTube. So thank you very much for all the hard work you do, guys. Keep it up. See you again.
Hi LDO, happy birthday. Your podcast has been going for so long in the drone community, so thank you so much. No, I'm speaking, shut the fuck up. So yeah, happy birthday guys. Thank you so much for doing all you do in the drone community. Ow! So lots of love from the guys at the Birmingham Tiny Whippers. Ah, fuck! And thank you for supporting everything that we do and helping us advertise our stuff. So appreciate everything you do. Happy birthday!
That's cute.
Lovely.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you to everyone who spent the time making us a little birthday video. It means the world to us, and yeah, I'd like to say on behalf of all of us, like, we really appreciate it, and we're proud of you guys as a community, and you've never let us down. So yeah, it's been 10 years. It's been fun, guys. Hopefully we've got 1 or 2 more shows. I think you're disappearing at some point. You've had enough.
Yeah, enough of all these guys.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
He's retiring.
We'll see what happens.
And yeah, I'll be around for a bit, and then I will probably go to the makerspace here and there, but I will be around.
We do have an interesting guest coming up in 2 weeks.
Yep. Yeah, we've got Chris Rosser, hopefully, fingers crossed. This time we'll have him on.
Yeah.
So
We've already got the thumbnail.
Yeah, good.
We were a little trigger happy on that one, and we hadn't properly confirmed with Chris, and wires messages were missed.
Yes.
Out on the internet. Yeah, he's confirmed now. So 28th, we'll be talking to Chris about his work in frame design and all the fascinating developments that he's put into the hobby. So that's one to put in your calendars. And the show will continue on after that.
Yeah. I'm proud of you guys. Good effort. You know, it's an honour to stand amongst you guys. And yeah, thank you. Like,
Well, thank you, Jack.
Yeah, thank you.
putting this all together.
Don't start crying and shit.
I'm masturbating.
Oh God, it's
Cry
all
wank.
crazy. Cry wank's
Really the bare
going.
minimum we expect.
I should have carried on when we first ignored Tony. I'm sorry I brought this problem to you, and I blame you because of hot glue. And then your wholesome videos, and then God bless the LRS. You're the reason that you're here, and I knew you before all this bullshit. Welcome to hell, motherfucker. I practically ruined your life and your relationship. Sorry about that. And yeah, thanks, Tone. Sorry for shouting at you for trying to cut wires with my scissors.
And thanks to Jack for all the time he's put into this. You don't realise he makes sure to come on the show all the time, and I think now he's earned himself a bit of a break. He's going to take some time and do other stuff, take his foot off the gas a bit.
Yeah. Dom, you better fly more, or me and Frank are going to do horrible things to you.
I don't know why I'm being called into
I need your help. I'll never be able to chase Dom Robinson down otherwise. So I'd like lure him out. Yep, you've been listening to Let's Throw Now. We have been joined by everyone's favourite curry kitten.
Goodbye.
My darling wife Tony.
Ex-wife. Bye.
Yeah, getting a divorce. You cheating hoe bag. My buddy Carl.
See ya.
Stephen, man with moustache.
Cheers.
The FPV wing champion, Chris G.
See you next time.
I'm so sorry I didn't intro you with your full title, Your Highness. And the man that makes everything work, Andrew/Frank.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Thank you for all the birthday messages. We love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good night.
Bye, Jonah. Good night.